Okay, so talking about the video and uh, textbook, to answer question number one, um, does their goal seem to defeat the arguments of those whom they disagree or try to achieve a greater understanding of the issues or arguments? Well, I believe that the goal of the video is to want to recognize obesity as a health issue rather than body positivity. And nowadays, social media has been, praising obesity. There's overweight models. There are people who make a business out of that, who are into that. Um, but it is something that should not be praised. It is good to have a good self-image of yourself, to feel positive about your body, to feel confident in your body. But you got to understand that being obese can pose a lot of health risks. Um, you know, um, I speak for a lot of my people of my generation, people who exceed the weight of over 300. Who are they have like those TV shows where in the Learning Channel where they have overweight people who suffer from obesity, who are like 500, 600, 700 pounds. Now that's very obese. That's very, very obese, and it can create a lot of health complications in you. Um, but scientifically speaking, obesity comes from the standard weight you're supposed to be at. A certain age, a certain height. For example, someone who's 5'8", average height, between the rate like the age range of 20 to 30. They should be about 160 to 170 pounds. Anything above that will have a huge BMI, body mass index, and they'll be considered medically obese. Now, to answer question number two, well, stated in the book, the author goes on and says that anyone trying to persuade us of anything will always use the disadvantages of what he or she wants us to do. And in the video, you can see that Piers Morgan, he is arguing about, he's only stating that obese people should not be praised. He says that you are more morbidly obese and you need to do something about your weight or you're going to die. And it is true. There could be many complications in your heart: high cholesterol, high blood pressure. You can get a blood clot. You can have a stroke. It creates a lot of health complications, and praising obesity should not be normalized, and it can cause others to fall in levels of obesity. Say someone is into, let's say that society is really into women who are obese. There will be younger girls, younger generations that will look up to that and use that as a role model. And we need to understand that it's not a good thing to praise about. There shouldn't be an argument there, is what Piers Morgan's trying to say. And it needs to be recognized more. So yeah.